We are thrilled to finally not have to take any more Indonesian ferries.
About that.
You're joining us in Balikpapan, which is on the island of Borneo or Kalimantan.
One of the best places to pap baliks. If you're going to go anywhere, Balikpapan is the best place for Balikpapan.
Harry's found a new phrase that he's...
Pap, right on the baliks.
Yep. 100 times a day. We're leaving Balikpapan.
Had enough Balikpapan?
And we have unfortunately found that the way to leave is to take another ferry.
Woo! Ferry!
It's a very sweaty morning.
Indeed it is, and we need to get west. We've got to get to Kuching in a few days before our visas run out, and we need to see some orangutans before that.
So we've got 9 days left in Indonesia. Almost 2,000 kilometers to cover.
Mad
and it's
dash.
a rainforest. So let's see how it goes.
Penajam?
Oh, sebelah sana. Karyangau, bukan dari sini.
Bukan dari sini. Ah.
Kilo 5 dia.
5 dia. Hello. There is ada ferry.
Penajam.
Yeah, Penajam.
Mau ke Penajam?
Yeah.
Beli tiket di sana. Tiket.
Tiket? Okay. Berapa jam ferry?
1 jam.
1 jam. Ruang tunggu?
Loket.
Loket? Mobil. Dua motor berapa?
78.
78.
Ya.
70. Is that what you mean? 7 is 7. Delapan 79.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Selamat pagi.
Little love tap.
We could not resist another ferry.
We love them.
So we're catching this quick one because it takes about 2.5 hours out of the journey. We've got to go around the whole inlet that would be next to Balikpapan. So it should get us there quicker. We'll see though.
Either way, it's fun, isn't it? You can drink coffee.
Can't drink coffee on the bike. Somebody's asked me about the trip since I got the stickers, so I'm going to give him a sticker. Sticker? Happy? Yeah. Terima kasih.
Ya, sama-sama.
Time to get off. Nice short one. Enough time for a couple of cups of coffee, but not much else. Here's the bikes. What time is it?
It's 1:34.
Want to get lunch sometime?
Yeah, sure. See somewhere, beat me. Or you can go in front actually. Yeah, go in front, take a look for a place you like, and pull over there.
What do you fancy?
Whatever they got.
I'm hoping for me, I am.
Hanging out for me, I am. Who is though?
Me, I am.
Are you? Hello, buka? Buka? Makanan? Excellent, thank you. Akan kembali. We go and come back. Let's just take your bike to that workshop and get your rear wheel fixed. It's wobbling.
I had been saying to Liz since Darwin, I think your back wheel's wobbly, because at certain angles I would look at it and it would appear to be going from side to side, but I kept thinking, is that the tread? Or you know, when I put my finger against the disc, I couldn't feel anything. So while we were stopped for lunch, I thought, I'll take this into a bengkel, we'll see what they can do about it.
One, two, three. Melihat. Back. No, back one. What's he pointed at?
Bautnya hilang.
He's missing a bolt again. Ah, yes, please. Satu. But melihat any masalah? Just the tire?
Oh,
Yeah. Tapi ini bike.
iya.
Ini bike.
Pannya.
Yeah, this one is the masalah. Ini tuh masalah. I was thinking that I should have checked your thing when your bang started again. Cool.
No, I've checked it before, that's new.
That's new, is it? So the popping started again before. Well, it's probably working its way out, wasn't it? You know, like coming off slowly.
Masih panas betul tapi. Aku tambah dulu, tunggu agak dingin dikit. Tunggu agak dingin sedikit. Panas betul.
Panas.
Iya.
Okay. We'll let it cool for a bit. Okay.
Kami makan dulu.
Kami makan.
Oh ya.
Kembali.
Oke.
We've just come back from some food, get some lunch, and the guy has already replaced. This was missing again. There's obviously something in the air that's making it sort of pull apart, because that was gone last time I went to the mechanics in Darwin, and it's now gone again. So he's replaced that, and he's currently sort of seating the bead on my back tyre, which has been wobbling for a long time.
We stopped here because since Darwin I can see that Lys's wheel is wobbling, and for a while I thought it's just in my head, and then I checked it one day and I was like, no, the disc's straight, the rim's straight, just seems that the tyre might be wobbling. So I thought better to stop and check it, and these guys have checked it and they've just spent an hour on it, and the best we can think is like that the tyre's a little bit wonky, but that we've let it down and pumped it up a bunch of times and it doesn't seem to be causing any problems, so we're just going to go with it. This is just now has a wobbly tyre.
Yeah, I don't notice it wobble.
They thought it was very funny when they said, is it a problem? And I said, no, it's not a problem for her, it's a problem for me because I got to look at it.
It hasn't yet caused us any issues, I think would be the accurate way to say it. This is the episode you'll come back to if something happens.
Yes, yeah, we're just going to forget about it and carry on. All right, look, I'm just going to go slowly so I can get some air.
Yeah, I can touch you up.
We beat sunset by all of 10 minutes, do you reckon?
Yeah, 14 minutes, 14 minutes.
There you go, 14 minutes. We found the place. It's right next to a mosque, so great for getting up early tomorrow, because we'll have a big ride then. For tonight, Harry's going to do some editing. He tells me he saw somewhere with steak, which we can go and look for. But yeah, let's go and check in.
Another bright and shiny morning.
An early one for us. It is 10 to 7 and we're already ready to get on the road.
Heading west. We don't really have any plans to see anything before we get to the place with the orangutans.
Yep. We just had to cover a lot of distance. So that's why we're trying to make the most of the sun.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Every morning we try and get coffee, and it's usually black coffee with sugar, and the way they make it comes out very gritty, which means you don't get to drink the bottom bit and you usually sort of wait for it to settle, but it still tastes absolutely delicious.
Photo!
Yeah.
They've got to always get somebody to take the photo, and then invariably that person wants to be in a photo too.
Yeah.
Coming over from everywhere for the photos now. More photo?
Yeah.
The photo numbers are growing.
Today ending in a Y, so we've gone for nasi goreng and egg on top. This has got chicken in it. Actually really good chicken. Basically what we have almost every day here. That or mee goreng. Yeah, good breakfast, and then we'll get back on the road in about 10 minutes.
Bridge monkeys!
That is a huge sweet for the monkey.
Try not to make eye contact, but then I keep wanting to look it in the eye.
We've stopped in some village, yeah, to get some lunch, and I've just realised it's not even 11 a.m. We have already gone over 200 kilometers today, so we are making amazing progress. The roads, I feel totally invigorated by them. It's the first time since Australia where I've really felt like there's open space, sort of. There's not cars everywhere, there's not a village every 2 minutes. It's really refreshing.
Don't forget the bridge monkeys.
And bridge monkeys, they're invigorating too.
We got to a little roadside place and ordered some ayam bakar, and ayam just means chicken, bakar means grilled, and then we forgot to show you it before, so here's it afterwards. One of the funniest things we notice about travelling is not just different countries, but different regions within the countries always serve you the food in a different way with no instructions on what bowl or implements for what. So we just sit here and we were like, should we get rice in this? And I was like, should we take it and put it in this bowl? Which in hindsight, we think that's what we should have done. We said it was to drain it, but that rice is very dry. And then you get a bowl of soup. We're not sure if you're meant to tip that on or just have soup on the side. And you have this little plate with your chicken on it, which we just ate it straight off there and dolloped rice from there onto that, but it was ineffective. I got chicken sauce all over the table. It's very complex. And you're sitting there the whole time eating with your fingers being like, am I doing the right thing? Just waiting for them to be like, oh my God, he's using a chicken plate. He's a heathen. Don't you know what a chicken plate's for?
Thank you, Harry.
You're welcome.
Shall we head off?
Yeah, let's do it. Terima kasih. Selamat tinggal. Pictures. Oh, it's a treehouse. You've got us a treehouse. After being on the road for 3 months and having this, well, being on the road for more than 3 months, having this with me the whole time and dropping it repeatedly, I think it's finally time to change the front bumper, particularly because here in Palangkaraya, where we are at the Bukit Guest House, he's got like a full workshop. You never have this kind of luxury. There's a compressor, there's all sorts of things. So I'll do that and I'll lower my headlight and I'll see if the bikes need anything else done to them. I'll take another look at the dripping petrol thingy, and I probably won't film much of it because it just gets exhausting and I'm not sure it's that interesting, but I guess I'll show you why I'm doing it, because when I left, before I left I knew I was getting a speed wobble, so I put on a fork brace, and the fork brace would go here, but then when I'd go off-road the suspension would compress, and as a result, if you see over there, it's just smashed completely through my fender. So the fender wobbles, and I don't like that. It might get gobbled by the wheel as well. I slightly worry, but mainly I just don't like that. So I got a new one, and going to put it on. Yeah. One of the most important things when fixing your motorbike, aside from sweating profusely all over your workspace, is to make sure you measure once cut twice. Obviously, I misspoke before. I meant don't really measure at all and just keep cutting till it kind of works. That's probably what my granddad taught me, I think. And success, as well as having a sticker that's going a bit lumpy, I have a stubby, funny looking little front fendery thing, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it's okay. But it's there and it's on, and that's, I guess, what matters. I'm still a rather sweaty boy. After all that, I decided I wouldn't be able to trust the short, stubby fender to keep mud out of my face. So I feel like this is going to amuse you all. I've just attached the new fender to the old one with zip ties, or the old one to the new one with zip ties, so that it can still keep the mud off me, and then I might at some stage deliberately go through some puddles and do some testing to see if the stubby one will just spray me in the face with mud. But it does look pretty ugly, doesn't it?
And that's where we are now. We are staying in a place called Bukit Raya Guest House in Palangkaraya, and it is really nice. It's probably, would you say, the nicest place we've stayed?
Yeah,
and not expensive, just absolutely beautiful. It's like a jungle oasis in the middle of a city. So we ended up staying here for a couple of days, and
we'd been having a bit of a debate since Flores, where I was starting to say to Liz, so remember what happened in Australia? Maybe this whole rushing for administrative things is not so good, we should slow down. And Liz was saying, no, we can't because we've got a visa and it's only 30 days, so we've got to go quickly because the visa will cost us so much money and it'll take so long, we can't possibly extend. And then we got here and Liz was like, what do you think about extending our visa? And well, we just had to sort of brace ourselves for the extraordinary cost and time that would take. Here we go. Already finished. How long was that since we arrived? We arrived less than an hour ago and we've already got our visas.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rizwan.
Enjoy Indonesia.
We will.
Thank
you
you
very much. They're amazing.
It's so good.
Thank you, Yuriko. Thank you, Rizwan. What I learned from that is that I no longer need to listen to Liz.
Anyway, while we were here, we thought that we would spend a bit more time learning about the indigenous culture of Borneo. And that's a group of people called the Dayaks, who before coming here we only really knew of as headhunters. It's amazing.
With that little taste of Dayak culture, we want to learn a bit more about them. So over the next 2 days, our plan is we want to go and meet some orangutans, which are forest people, and hopefully also some Dayaks, in as much as their traditional culture still exists, and hopefully not get our heads hunted in the process. But that is the next episode, which for us starts right now, because it's mid-morning, we kind of need to get going. So let's sort of wrap this up, and thanks, and join and watch that one.
Yeah, thank you for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Please do think about subscribing and liking and commenting below. Special thanks to our Patreons who keep the channel rolling, and especially Sarah Key, who is Harry's mum. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We do really appreciate it.
Thanks, Mum.
We'll see you guys next time.
We've also given our riding on eggshells stickers out. There we go. Now we're going to get some subscribers from the immigration services. Two-way deal.